We're preparing you to ring in the new year. So when you throw a big bash, where does everyone usually end up? The kitchen. The food can make or break your party. Here to spice up the menu, Italian style. Please welcome Chef Joey Galuzzi from the Brooklyn Meatball Company. Hello there.
Hey, beautiful. How are you? How are
you? All right, so throughout the year, every day you are working in that kitchen to get out all the food to everybody during lunchtime in the tunnel. But when it comes to doing our own parties, you want us to take a breath and make it simple.
Correct. And it's not just me in the kitchen. When you have a party, you invite your family, your best friends. You want to spend time with them, enjoying the food, not stressing out about what you're going to eat and getting it out on time. So
yeah. Now, when we come to your house for the party, we expect the food to be really good, but you're going to tell us how to do it ourselves so we can stay home.
High expectations. So to keep you out of my house, I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly. So I have 4 must-haves today. What we're going to do are little twist on classics, actually.
Okay.
We're going to start with meatball sliders.
Because after all, you have the Brooklyn Meatball Company.
I have the Brooklyn Meatball Company, but meatballs are prevalent in every culture across the world. Everybody's got their own meatball recipe. So today we're just going to focus on what you do, how you make your meatballs.
Okay.
But we're going to have a little fun with them. We're going to turn them up a little bit. So what I want you to do, we have some slider buns here.
Okay.
Grab the tongs. And if you don't mind, Deborah, grab some balls.
Okay.
Let's be mature.
Yeah. All right.
Let's be mature.
You know, if somebody just had the audio up, they wouldn't be sure what we're talking about here. But anyway.
Whoa, let me go back to that channel.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Grab the balls, Deborah.
Yeah, just put those right on there.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, we're going to make some shrimp scampi canapé. Canapé is just a fancy French word for open-faced sandwich, appetizer.
Okay.
So I have my little pieces of baguette here that I took from a nice fresh loaf. I actually sauteed them in the olive oil beforehand to get them nice and going. So I got olive oil, butter in the pan. I'm going to go in with a little white wine. We're going to turn the flavor profile up.
Wow.
You hear that sexy sizzle?
I'm going to put some Parmesan right on top of these meatballs.
Wait till you guys smell this. It's going to reduce. It's going to go throughout the air.
Good.
All right, don't be scared. It's all right.
You go?
Yeah,
To get the kids to clean up. Yeah, they're, oh, look at that. The fireworks have already started for the New Year's party.
All right. The new stove works. All right, so we're going to take some shrimp already cleaned. This is 16 to 20, meaning 16 to 20 coming a pound, and butterfly them. They'll look a lot more impressive. So we just go in the back with a knife, and then they should look like that. Drop them in the pan. And
you say look a lot more impressive. A lot of times people say, you see how big that shrimp was? But that will make them look like they're bigger.
Yeah. And they say the same thing, you know, about those two sometimes.
Yeah,
that's actually beautiful, Deborah.
Well, I put a little bit of the Parmesan cheese and a little bit of the, what's
that's
this
beautiful.
Right here?
So look at the color. See, that's another thing about food. Just simple little things. You got the cheese, the parsley, and you're adding a lot of fresh flavor to that.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is, why don't you close those? Why don't you close those?
Okay. If I can, they're kind of big here.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, so then you put these little spheres on here so that they will stay closed. Okay.
Take a little garlic. I'm going to go in afterwards because I really don't want to kill you with garlic, but I just want a little hint.
Yeah, because we have to have that kiss at midnight, so you can't have too much garlic breath.
I don't mind the garlic breath kiss. You know what? I hate bad breath. But, you know, garlic breath, I know she's eating good and probably my food, so I'm all right with that.
All right. So slice that up.
Go with a little garlic.
And using fresh garlic as opposed to like the garlic sauce or garlic powders, right?
Yeah, of course. You got to use fresh. There's nothing like fresh. So you got these pretty, you guys smell that butter, that wine? You smell that pretty smell yet?
How do we know when our shrimp is done? Because sometimes we get it too kind of rubbery.
Great question.
Too done?
Opaque. Okay, so we're almost done. You see how the clear, it's starting to turn a little white, and you see how we're getting that pink there? And if we turn it over, you see how you're starting to get a little white here?
Yeah.
So very quick. I mean, this really should, we had some technical difficulties, obviously, but this shouldn't take more than a minute or two. But,
there you go. All right, so those are going to go on top of these little kind of crostini type of things.
Yeah, so we're going to get these going. So what I also did, while these are finishing off, I also made chicken palm fingers.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a normal chicken finger.
It doesn't look like your normal chicken finger, but again...
Not that I know what chicken fingers look like, but I'm talking about the kind like the kids get on the kid menu. This is not the kid menu.
You know, at the pool, you order the chicken fingers.
Yeah.
So we just, again, we turned it up a little bit. Everything's better with melted cheese. Everybody knows how to make chicken cutlets. So before you fry them, just cut them into little strips. Do your normal recipe like you normally would, and serve it with a side of marinara sauce. Here, let me bring that over to you because this is unbelievable.
I'm have a little taste of that right there. Let me just grab that. Here we go. That is so good.
That's serious,
Because
right?
Chicken
And
by
simple.
itself is just chicken,
Simple.
but how you season it or how you crust it up is amazing.
And here's what I did. Olive oil, a little flour, salt, panko, breadcrumbs. Boom. Keep it simple, silly. Kiss.
All right, yeah.
Kiss, kiss,
and the
kiss.
panko breadcrumbs can give you a lot more punch.
I love the
than
panko
pimento.
breadcrumbs. They do. Wow, you sound like you might actually know a little bit about cooking,
I've been
Deborah.
hanging out with you too
Hey.
long. There we go. All right. So that's the deal there. And then, of course, it's not a party unless you got cannoli.
It's not a party unless you got cannolis. But before we take you that far down, here's the showstopper. So we're about done with this. And very simple. Look, we're going to put it on your toast. And not only does this really look exotic, but the taste, forget about it. It's unbelievable.
Forget about it.
All right, so we're going to assemble these nice, nice, nice.
Oh, look, you have an extra one left over. Too bad.
Good. Now, how does that taste? That might have. I'm glad you did that because that might have looked like an ordinary piece of bread. But
This can get you in trouble. This
See?
is delicious. It's very buttery and very crispy.
so now we're going to do something very fancy and very sexy.
Okay.
We're going to do a little lemon zest.
A little lemon zest,
Okay,
all right?
take a lemon zester and just go over that. This is going to add that beautiful fresh citrus flavor to it, and it's like the staple of when you're cooking seafood Italian style. You got to have your fresh lemon.
And that rind of that lemon has that really pop of
It's got
flavor
that
in
real
there.
pop of flavor. It's got nice color, and then you got to have your fresh parsley. And then look what I did. How easy was that?
Okay. And it looks
I mean,
good.
that's
People
not
will
even-
talk about your food being great. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Now is it time for
Now
cannoli?
Now try that.
Try that when you're doing the cannoli. Hello. Hold on. And what do you think my New Year's resolution is? But until then...
Well, you're eating very high protein, high quality food, so right?
That is good.
And you see how easy that is? I mean, it's so easy to just like be the talk of the town until next year. They're going to want to come back, so be prepared for
Now
that.
is it time for the cannoli?
Now it's time for the cannoli, which is the most fun. And what I love about the cannolis is it's exciting. You can get the kids involved. So we have our shells. These are pre-made. These are bought. You can get these at Central Market. They always have them. This is powdered sugar in a little shaker. So very simple. I like to sugar up the shells. Sorry about that. I like to sugar up the shells before going in with the cream, so the cream stays nice and keeps its color. It speaks for itself. I got some very simple chocolate sprinkles. If you don't mind, I'm just going to get my homemade chocolate cream.
You go ahead and do that. I'm going to finish my shrimp and crostini.
So I got some homemade chocolate cream here. The recipe will be on the website. And very simple. So all we do is we use a tube that's going to fit into the shell, squeeze it in there until you kind of see it coming out on the other end, and then finish it off pretty on the back. Go back on the other side. We go into our sprinkles.
And you can use all kinds of colors. There you go. There's
Now that's
the
a
cannoli.
cannoli.
Right there.
Try that. That's
All right,
homemade
here we go.
chocolate cannoli cream.
All right. I'm going to slap you right now. That is amazing. And you know what? The difference is that homemade chocolate cream, and it's real cream. This is good. Oh, I love it right here.
She says she's going to slap you. You know it's good.
Well, Joey, I can't wait to come to your house for the party.
You're always invited.
All right, well, there
Always
we
invited.
go. For more on Joey's Party Food, just go to our site at greatdayhouston.com. And, of course, all year long, we're feeding people at the Brooklyn Meatball Company. If people want you to cater stuff, get the call in early,
Let me
you'll
do
bring
the
it
work
over.
for you. You're not only bringing a beautiful meal home, you're buying your freedom. So let me do the cooking. You have fun.
And then you claim that you made it.
And then you claim you made it. I don't care. That's all right. It's not about credit. It's about love.
It's not about credit. It's about the money. No. But we're not just filling up the plates for your New Year's feast, but we're also setting the table, too. We'll dish out some food for thought and planning the decor for your party coming up next.